Hello and welcome to GeForce and our coverage here at Gamescom. I'm here with Anton of Gaijin. We're going to talk about Enlisted. So I'm sure people know you from your games War Thunder and Crossout. What's new with Enlisted?
Enlisted is our new upcoming title. It's a squad-based first-person side shooter, World War II-themed online game coming next year.
So this game, you're going for big battles, right? Like how many people are going to be going at it at a time?
Our approach is that we try to recreate the realistic battle conditions, in the same time trying to make the game interesting for playing, which means we have much more soldiers than we do have players. Like it can be 50 versus 50, 100 versus 100 soldiers, while you still play 10 versus 10 players, because each player is commanding his squad, AI-controlled soldiers.
Learning about this game, I saw you guys were talking about the common approach is like a sporting event, right? It's symmetrical, each side has kind of the same and fair goals. That's not your approach with Enlisted, right?
Yeah, we want to give players the feeling of how real war conditions actually are, and they are not symmetrical, they are not fair, and they are not sports-like. Defending party usually has a fortification build, but less people. Attacking party usually has no fortification, but usually more forces. That means that they are asymmetrical by its nature. The same is about the location. Usually people try to make symmetrical location, or at least kind of symmetrical. Well, during the D-Day, Normandy Beach,
very asymmetrical situation.
Asymmetrical. You are defending from a high altitude with forts and machine guns. Attacking parties going
across a long open beach.
Yes, and that's exactly one of the missions we do have.
Is that typical? You're going to have actual historical events that players are going to be able to experience?
Yes, we do have all of our missions are inspired by real operations, which are either interesting for gameplay reasons or well-known and popular. For example, we do have Tunisia campaign, which may be not that famous as D-Day operation or Stalingrad, but the main reason we have it is very interesting gameplay-wise. There were multiple different armies fighting in the same spot.
So you're here because RTX has been announced. A lot of games are implementing it, including Enlisted. What are you guys using RTX for?
Global elimination. Global elimination was a holy grail for real-time computer graphics for 20 years. Usually the most common approach is just pre-baking the indirect lighting, but there were certain limitations and restrictions around that. For example, Enlisted has up to 64 square kilometers and dynamic weather conditions and time of day, which makes pre-baking basically impossible.
Yeah.
Now, with the help of RTX, it can be really fine detailed, and in the same time, it's real time.
War Thunder is a free-to-play game that has a ton of content, a dedicated fan base. Is Enlisted going to be another one of your free-to-play titles?
We actually initially planned to launch it as a premium title, but our community voted for making it free-to-play.
Well, if you guys are interested in enlisting, you can check it out in 2019 and see RTX Global Illumination for free, provided, of course, you have an RTX card, which you can win one by subscribing and leaving a comment here on GeForce. We're giving away 10 RTX 2080 Ti's to 10 lucky winners. You don't want to miss out. Stay tuned here for more on GeForce.